Shout Factory has unveiled their new February slate, including Dragonheart and Slumber Massacre in 4K. Looks like we're going to be getting some DMX Lionsgate Steel in 2023, with Belly being announced for 4K. New rumors for the Hitchcock Volume 3 4K box set have surfaced. And if you want The Frighteners on 4K, you better get it from Germany, because it doesn't look like it's going to get a US domestic release until 2026. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I'm Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 137. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray, and we've got a lot of amazing stuff to cover here today, and I'm super excited to get into it. We got some rumors, we got news, we got deals, we got new stuff coming out this week, tons of stuff coming out this week, just tons of stuff to dig into. The new Shout Factory, Screen Factory announcements came in this morning, so I'm really excited to talk about those. But yeah, before we get into it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about new 4K and Blu-rays on this channel all the time. If you like that kind of stuff, only the movies that you love, you will enjoy the channel. Hit the subscribe button and then hit the like button. Guys, the like button's important. It's important to the channel. It's important to me. So just hit it. It's not very hard. It's down there. Just hit that like button and then comment down below, guys, of everything that we're going to talk about on this week's episode here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on those bell notifications. Let's get right into it, guys. Let's cover the rumors, and most of these rumors are brought to us by the Disc Father on Instagram. I always have his link down below. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. That is Elizabeth, coming out on 4K. Now, this is a movie starring Cate Blanchett from 1998. Actually haven't seen it. Surprise, surprise, guys. I haven't seen Elizabeth from 1998. This is coming out from Universal, and it's coming out sometime in 2023 on 4K. Apparently, again, this is a rumor. All this stuff that I'm going to talk about in the rumor category, it could happen, it could not. Elizabeth on 4K. Again, haven't seen the movie. It looks like a period piece. I'm sure it's going to look really pretty and beautiful in 4K, and that's really all I have to say about it. So Elizabeth in 4K, coming out from Universal. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. We also have Rio Bravo, which I know is a huge movie, a huge John Wayne movie, Western movie that a lot of people enjoy. A lot of people were trying to get me to watch this movie for Western Month, but this is supposed to be coming to 4K from Warner Brothers in 2023. So the more Westerns we can get on 4K, the better, in my opinion. I had such a great time watching Westerns this past January. I did a whole Western month on the channel. Loved every minute of it. I loved pretty much every single Western that I watched. But Rio Bravo was one that everybody tried to get me to watch. Somebody actually sent me the Blu-ray, so I'm going to try to watch this one before the 4K comes out, because I do own the Blu-ray. Somebody sent it to me, but I might just wait till the 4K comes out now that I know a 4K is coming out. But I will definitely check this one out, because I heard high praise about it. But Rio Bravo on 4K, let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. And then we got the, the first look at the Hitchcock 4K Volume 3 set that's supposed to be coming out from Universal in May of 2023. So the movies in this set, supposedly, again, this is all rumors, but Rope is supposed to be in this set. Frenzy's supposed to be in the set, Topaz, The Man Who Knew Too Much, and then Torn Curtain. So all 5 of these movies are supposed to be in the Hitchcock Volume 3 4K set coming out from Universal. So I know Rope, I think initially Rope was supposed to be in Volume 2, and then I think they pushed it. So they might have wanted because I know Rope is like a fan favorite, so they might have wanted a bigger title to lead this set, so they saved it for the Volume 3. I don't know exactly. Maybe they just couldn't get the 4K restoration done in time. But Universal has been doing an amazing job with these Hitchcock 4K box sets, so I'm really looking forward to this one when it comes out, because all of these Hitchcock movies I've never seen, so I'm excited to watch all these in 4K. I think the one that came out earlier this year, I hadn't seen any of those either, so I enjoyed pretty much all the movies that I watched in the Volume 2 set, so I'm definitely excited for Volume 3 to come out in May 2023. But again, let me know if you're excited in that comment section below. Now let's get into the news, guys. We have Training Day, the 4K and Steelbook, getting a kind of official announcement. We've got artwork on the 4K slipcover. Again, the only page I've seen this come from was the Disc Father. I'm gonna lump it into news because I feel like we're gonna get the official announcement very soon, and I've already talked about this in rumors before, but this is supposed to be coming out on February the 28th. So Training Day 4K, I love the cover on this. I love the slipcover. This is a really cool, like Warner Brothers has been criticized for their slip slipcovers the past few months, I think. This is actually a really cool one. I like the look of this one with Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke. I think this one looks pretty cool, and I'm definitely excited, definitely down to watch Training Day in 4K. This is an amazing movie, maybe one of Denzel Washington's best movies. Probably, I know some people would put it at their best. I wouldn't quite put it as my favorite Denzel movie. It's definitely in the top 5, though. It's definitely in the top 5 for sure. But super excited to see that whole King Kong ain't got nothing on me scene at the end. It's going to be awesome. Warner Brothers putting out Training Day in 4K in February 28th. On February 28th is super exciting for sure. But let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. Now let's talk about Belly. Now this has been officially announced from Lionsgate. Belly on 4K is supposed to be coming out on January the 24th. Now you're going to be getting a Belly 4K, a 4K slipcover, and then you're also going to be getting a 4K Lionsgate Steelbook with the slipcover and everything. It looks amazing. It stars DMX and Nas, and I've never seen this movie, so I really don't have any idea what it's about. I'm sure it's some kind of like crime thriller drama or something from the looks of it, but I'm excited to watch this one, and Lionsgate's been doing a killer job on their 4K transfers. Like the work they did with Reservoir Dogs is like, it's like top tier, and the prices are just really great. Like the Belly to pre-order right now is $17.99. Reservoir Dogs on 4K, guys, is $13. We'll talk about that later on, but Lionsgate, nobody does pricing like Lionsgate. They still have the quality. They still maintain the quality, but they have great prices. So I'm looking forward to Belly on 4K for sure. I'm definitely going to grab that Steelbook, and that comes out on January the 24th. We also have coming out on January the 24th from Lionsgate, the Dentist 2-movie collection. This is part of their Vestron video line, which I love the Vestron video line. Now let's talk about value here. This is a 2-movie collector set, and I haven't seen either one of the Dentist movies, but this includes The Dentist and The Dentist 2 in a 2-movie collection set with some awesome artwork. Like, look at this artwork. Like, it's so killer. And this is coming out for like $12.96. It's available to pre-order right now. Could be cheaper by the time it comes out, but the work that Vestron Lionsgate's doing with these new Blu-rays, like with the artwork and the special features and just all I think the transfers are more often than not really solid. And I mean, they're just pricing them very affordably. And I think it's really awesome that they're doing this. These are like boutique, like level Blu-rays. At least they feel like it with the slipcovers and their collector's line. They have the numbers on them. $12.96 for a 2-movie collector set. Like, that is freaking awesome. So I'm super pumped about this one. This is one of those like collector's lines that you can collect for and blind buy and just really dig into it and just blind buy because they're not that expensive. So you can just drop 10 bucks on Earth Girls or Easy, even if you'd never seen it before. It's not like when you buy a Vinegar Syndrome title for 40 bucks on 4K and it's just complete trash. Like it just, you can just buy for this line, and even the artwork is worth the money, in my opinion. But this is a super cool set. The Dentist 2-movie collection coming out from Lionsgate and Vestron on January the 24th. We also have, guys, the Scream Factory, Shout Factory announcements for February. So we've been seeing rumors for these. I actually announced one of these last week. It was announced on Blu-ray.com, but it wasn't like given an official date. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But this is a very exciting slate for sure. But I do have some questions and some issues with some of the logic that Scream Factory is using with some of these collector sets. Like, how do they decide like what's a collector set, what's not a collector set, what gets a slipcover, what doesn't get? Everything just seems so muddled and confusing now, but we're going to try to work through this together. The Scream Factory, Shout Factory February announcements, and we're going to start with the Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2 is getting a 4K set. Now this is getting like an old school like Scream Factory 2-pack set, but this is the first time they've ever done this with a 4K. So I do feel like it's a little odd to start doing this with your 4Ks. Like, why wouldn't you? I don't know. Maybe they think that these movies aren't important enough to have their own editions. But I kind of feel like in the horror community, like Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2, like these are big titles. Why wouldn't you want to put these out individually with their own slipcovers, with their own cool artwork? I don't really get the logic here. And it kind of makes me a little nervous. Are they going to treat Sleepaway Camp 1 through 3 in the same way? Are they going to do like a triple pack with those like in the same set? Like, I don't know. This kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. And on top of that, the cherry on top of that is this 2-movie set doesn't even have a slipcover either. And it's not billed as a collector's edition either. But again, that doesn't matter because we've seen collector's editions come out without slipcovers from Scream Factory. So the logic just isn't there. But this is supposed to be coming out on February the 21st. I'm excited to watch both of these movies in 4K. I'm definitely going to buy this set. Now, I will say that if I had Slumber Party Massacre 2, because that's the main reason why I'm buying this, because I want Slumber Party Massacre 2 in the collection. I haven't seen that one. I love the first one. But if I had both of those on Blu-ray, I might be a little bit more reluctant to get this 4K set, but because I don't have two, I'm going to go ahead and buy it so I can have them both in the collection on 4K. Now, the Blu-ray from Slumber Party Massacre doesn't look the best. It's honestly, like, to me, that's one of the weaker Scream Factory Blu-ray restorations, and I don't know when that one came out, but it's not the best. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement here with the 4K if they do it right. So hopefully Scream Factory does a great job with these transfers. But I'm excited to see both these movies on 4K. It's just confusing, like, as a collector, and I know some people don't care about slipcovers, but it's just weird to me, like, why these two movies? Why group these together? These are big movies. Like, you would think you would want their own individual packs. I don't know. It's just confusing to me. But let's talk about this is the one I'm the most excited for in this slate. Dragonheart, coming out on 4K on February the 21st. So Dragonheart is a movie from 1996, I believe. I saw this movie in theaters. I remember getting it on VHS. I wore that VHS out. I watched this movie all the time. I loved it. Sean Connery as a dragon. You got Dennis Quaid in this movie as well. I don't know. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but I remember watching this all the time, and I absolutely adored this film. And I think if they do it right, like, this transfer is going to be fantastic. So I cannot wait to see Dragonheart on 4K. And like I said, I have not seen this movie in 15 years, but I love this movie. I grew up with this movie, so I'm always excited to see the movies I grew up with come out on 4K. This is coming out on February the 21st. And another thing with this one, it's not a, well, actually, I don't know. I don't have the pictures in front of me. I think this one was billed as a collector's edition, and it doesn't have a slipcover, and it's just so odd to me, like, what they're doing with it. Like, Dragonheart should absolutely, to me, maybe some people don't feel this way, Dragonheart should have the full premiere set. We're getting ready to get into a title that does, and all the additions and pins and everything, and that's confusing why that one has that, but not Dragonheart. Like, to me, Dragonheart's a bigger movie, but that's very confusing. Dragonheart should have the pin set. It should have a steel book. It should have everything. It should have alternate slipcovers and just everything. Like, Dragonheart should have all the should have a dragon NECA. Like, to me, it should have the full package in addition from Scream Factory, but I think they dropped the ball with this one, to be honest. I think they really dropped the ball, because I think they could have made some money if they did a lot of premium editions with Dragonheart in 4K. But anyway, that's coming out on February the 21st. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to buy it regardless. I want to see Dragonheart on 4K, and I don't own it in the collection in any capacity, so excited to finally get it in the collection. Bubba Hotep is coming out on 4K. And this is a movie starring Bruce Campbell. I've never seen this movie, but this one's coming out on February the 7th, and this is receiving multiple editions. So again, I haven't seen this movie. I don't really know it. Is it like some kind of like zombie type movie? It looked like from the cover like he's fighting the undead like he does in Evil Dead, but he's like dressed as Elvis. Is it like an Elvis impersonator? Again, haven't seen the movie. But this is getting a regular edition plus a poster. Now I'm going to be listing the prices with this one from the Scream Factory website, but the regular edition plus the poster is $35.98 on the website. And then you get an exclusive slip, or on the Scream Factory website, this is where it gets confusing, guys. It says slipcover edition plus 2 posters for $39.98, which leads me to believe that they're charging a little bit extra for a slipcover. And I was a little concerned and nervous, but what I think this is this is an exclusive slipcover. This is exclusive artwork, and you can also get the regular edition for $35.98 with a regular Scream Factory poster with the same artwork as the actual case itself. And I looked on Amazon to confirm this, because on the Scream Factory website, it just shows the 4K case with no slipcover, whereas on Amazon, it shows the 4K case with the slipcover. So I think it comes with the slipcover with the regular edition. It's just the regular slipcover, and then you can get the exclusive slip plus the 2 posters with that exclusive artwork as well. So I was a little nervous at first, and I was honestly getting ready to get pretty pissed, because is Scream Factory trying to do what Vinegar Syndrome's doing and charging extra for slipcovers now? Because that would be ridiculous. But I think this is a Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3 situation where it's exclusive artwork for this set. So really cool artwork, though. Really awesome artwork. If I'm going to order this one, I might end up ordering this artwork because it does look pretty awesome. But that's going to be $39.98. And then you're getting a slip, 2 posters, and pins, a pin set for $95.99. So of course, those pins always up the charge about $55 to $60. So $95.99 for those pins if anybody wants a Bruce Campbell pin. Then we also got the slipcover, 2 posters, pins, and one of those posters is autographed. And I don't know if it said, maybe I didn't look too into it, but I don't know if if it said who was autographing this poster. But that's going to be $120.99 $99 for that. So you are going to pay $25 extra for a signed poster if that's worth it for you. But I haven't seen Scream Factory do that before, at least in the past like year or so. Maybe they've done it in the past. So that's definitely interesting. But yeah, Bubba Hotep, like to me, this seems like one you would put out with just a slipcover and that's it. Like it doesn't seem like one of those big movies, but again, I'm not a big fan of this movie. Maybe it is. Maybe like in some horror circles, like a lot of people love this movie. I know it's Bruce Campbell, but this doesn't seem like a big movie to me. Like Dragonheart seems like a movie that would have all this stuff. Slumber Party Massacre seems like a movie that would have like NECAs and pins and stuff like that, but not Bubba Hotep. So again, a little puzzling with this one. Magnificent Seven, it was also announced for 4K. We talked about that last week, but that comes out on February the 21st. The original Magnificent Seven is a Shout Select Edition. Kubo and the Two Strings on 4K with a slipcover and a Steelbook edition coming out on February the 28th. And we also have Box Trolls 4K slip and a Steelbook coming out on February the 28th as well. We got Iron Monkey and 20 Warriors from Magic Mountain coming out on Blu-ray in this month as well. So yeah, that's all the Scream Factory, Shout Factory announcements for the month of February. It's a really cool slate. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, but again, a lot of puzzling things as we move forward with this whole like 4K Scream Factory thing. They're putting out, they're upgrading a lot of their stuff. They're putting out some new stuff. Like I think Bubba Hotep is a new title. Like Scream Factory, I don't think's had that one before. Again, I could be wrong. And it's also receiving a Blu-ray. So I don't think they've done that one before. I think that's a brand new one that's coming out. So maybe that's why it's receiving the treatment. But yeah, really cool. Dragonheart, again, I don't think they put that one out before. So they're doing some cool stuff. They're doing some cool work. But again, it's just puzzling like how they're choosing to consider like what's a collector's edition, what's not. I don't know. It's just weird. So Scream Factory, get your stuff together. Like figure this out. Give everything slipcovers. We're collectors. We want that kind of stuff. We want those options at least. We got Marathon Man coming to 4K. This is a movie starring Dustin Hoffman. This is coming out from Kino Lorber on February the 28th. And it's supposed to have brand new HDR Dolby Vision with a new audio commentary. So I love how Kino Lorber's doing some new special features and commentaries with these releases. So yeah, Marathon Man, heard great things about it, but again, another one that I have not seen yet. We got Tangerine coming out. This is a Sean Baker film. This is the movie that he did right before the Florida Project. And this is going to be a Second Sight Blu-ray edition. Really nice looking set and edition for sure. Coming out on December the 19th. So yeah, I don't know. I might get this one. I haven't really gotten into the Second Sight Blu-rays. I've only done the 4Ks. I might get that one at some point. Definitely looks like a cool set. We also got Devotion coming out on 4K. Some kind of World War II movie that came out recently. So this is coming out from Paramount at no specified date as of right now, but it has been announced. So I imagine it's going to get a Blu-ray as well. The Frighteners. We got to talk about The Frighteners. So I announced this one a couple of weeks ago. This is coming out from Turbine on 4K. So guys, you better order it now because from what I'm hearing, you're only going to be able to get The Frighteners, this special edition, on 4K right now. And you're going to have to wait. If you don't get this now, if this sells out, you're going to have to wait another 4 years until somebody else gets the rights because Turbine Media has the rights for The Frighteners on 4K for another 4 years, which I was thinking about. It kind of makes sense because I would think at some point, because Universal owns this one, after another 4 years, it'll be the 30th anniversary of The Frighteners. So I imagine by that point, Arrow Video will probably swoop in and do a 4K set of this. So for me personally, I just watched The Frighteners a year ago now. I love this movie. This is a classic from my childhood, but I just watched it. I got it on Blu-ray. I'm good right now. It looks good on Blu-ray. Again, it could look better. I'm good. I would rather wait for the Arrow set 4 years from now. It seems like a very long time, but I would rather wait for the Arrow Video box set than grab the Turbine edition. I don't know. The Turbine edition is a nice box set, but what am I going to do with a big booklet that I can't read because it's all in German? So, and I just hate navigating the Turbine website. I can't figure it out. I'm dumb, I know. I'm sure plenty of you guys are like, well, you just have to do this and this, but I don't know. Turbine Media website is super difficult to figure out because it's all in German. So I'd rather wait for the Arrow set personally. But again, if you're a big Frighteners fan and you want it, you can't live without it in 4K, you better get it right now. Martin on 4K was announced as well from Second Sight, coming out on February the 23rd. I think the pre-orders went up. Now it's going to have new commentaries and documentaries and special features. So tons of new special features in this set. Now there was some kind of I'm not exactly sure what it was. I think this is a UK only release, but there was some kind of controversy where They didn't tell people it was UK only, and some people ordered it and then from the US, and then they got their orders canceled. So there's this whole thing going on with the Martin 4K right now. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody explain to me, like, if you know what the controversy is, because I just heard there was some, I didn't dig too much into it. Let me know in that comment section below. But apparently some people remember, maybe it's only UK. Maybe you can't order it from Second Sight, even if you're over here. Maybe you have to be in the UK to be able to order it. So yeah, there's some kind of controversy with Martin, but it is coming out on February the 23rd. Now, as for the movie itself, Martin, I don't really know too much about it. It looks like a vampire movie, so it's not something I was necessarily interested in. Like, I love getting the Second Sight releases, but I'm not blind buying Second Sight 4Ks because that's very expensive to blind buy those. I'm only getting movies I know I love, like Drive, like The Guest, like The Witch. Like, those movies I love, I know I love them, so I'm not blind buying to spending like 70, 80 bucks for a 4K of something I haven't seen. Maybe I check Martin out and I love it and I'll get it. I don't know. But that's coming out in February. I can't pronounce February today. February the 23rd. We also got some awesome deals going on right now, guys. Not a lot of deals, but it's kind of like the deals have just dropped off almost completely since Black Friday. But the Kino Lorber Winter Wonderland sale has started, and that's going on until December the 16th. So I did an entire video of that last week, just kind of running through all the titles that's on sale. It's a really awesome sale though. Like, there's tons of their 4Ks are $14.99. So definitely check out that Kino sale. I will link that down below. We also got the Evil Dead Groovy Collection. They keep putting this thing on sale. This is going to be this is $44.99. They keep putting this on sale. They keep tempting me, and it's like I keep wanting to get it, but I can't. That needs to go down to 40 bucks. Go down to 40 bucks, and I might pull the trigger on this one, but I do really want this set. It's an awesome looking set. The Resident Evil 6 film 4K collection. I just bought that for 40 bucks. That is $47.99 right now. Still a good deal for that. Columbia Classics 4K Volume 3, guys. I should have waited on this because I had not even watched one of these. It's $71.49. I paid like, I think 98 or 102. Maybe I paid 106 for this set, and it's gone down like 35 bucks. I should have waited. I'm an idiot, but like, they've done this ever since the first one. Like, they've scared everybody because that one went out of print. So now you feel like you have to get it when it comes out. Just makes you nervous. But anyway, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is on 4K, guys, for $18.99. So everybody's been bitching about the transfer of this. They've done a petition. I was going to talk about this last week, but apparently there's a petition going around to redo this transfer. I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't that great. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing it redone, like, better. But it wasn't like terrible. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. But you buy this for those hour of deleted scenes and special features and stuff, new special features in this set. And I think $18.99 is worth it to get those new scenes because they are hilarious scenes with John Candy and Steve Martin. We also got Gladiator on 4K for $13.10. And we got Reservoir Dogs for 13 bucks. We talked about that earlier, but that's such a deal for that release. That is one of the biggest upgrades of the entire year is Reservoir Dogs on 4K. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and get into what is new this week because there's tons of stuff coming out this week. It is an insane week for physical media. November was a crazy month, but December is starting off with a bang as well. Looks like we're going to finish this year of 2022 strong. And we got Pulp Fiction coming out on 4K this week, guys, coming out from Paramount on 4K for $19.59 and getting a 4K Steelbook for $29.49. Now, I have already received my 4K Steelbook. I watched it over the weekend, and I will have a review for that very soon. It might be tomorrow. But yeah, Pulp Fiction on 4K comes out tomorrow, getting a Steelbook and a regular 4K slipcover edition. We also got Black Christmas on 4K coming out tomorrow from Scream Factory. I'm really excited to get that one in for $29.99. It's also getting a pin set on the Scream Factory website. I'm pretty sure that's still available for about $95.99. We got Adaptation coming out on 4K, the film starring Nicolas Cage, coming out from Sony for $22.50. So I'm excited to get this one in as well. I went ahead and pre-ordered it because it's a Sony title. It's a movie I haven't seen. I only have this movie on Blu-ray, and I'm sure it's going to look great because Sony always does a great job with their sets. We also got the Shaw Scope Volume 2 10-disc set, and this is a 14-movie collection. 14 Shaw Brothers movies coming out from Arrow Video for $139.99. We got Nightmare at Noon coming out from Arrow Video for $27.99. We got The Leech coming out from Arrow Video for $27.99 as well. We got 48 Hours coming out on 4K from Paramount for $25.99. We got another 48 Hours coming out on 4K from Paramount for $25.99. And we're getting a 2-movie pack of both of the movies if you want to save a little bit of money for $39.99. We also got Clerks 3 coming out on Blu-ray tomorrow from Lionsgate for $16.10, and getting a 4K Lionsgate Steelbook for $21.99 as well. Getting the full Lionsgate Steelbook treatment. Looks like an awesome Steelbook for sure. And we're also, guys, getting a Walmart t-shirt edition with the quick stop and stuff on the front of it. Really cool looking shirt for $24.96. We also got R.I.P.D. coming out on 4K tomorrow, guys, from Universal for $19.99. So you want to see RIP, this is one like Doom. I'm like, why is this getting a 4K? But anyway, Universal is like scraping the bottom of the barrel, I feel like at this point. RIPD coming out on 4K for $19.99. Amsterdam's coming out from Disney on 4K for $33.99. Very steep price for a 4K for sure. And getting a Blu-ray for $24.96. We also got 2 new Warner Archive releases. We got Attack of the 50-Foot Woman for $17.99. And we got Night of the Iguana for $17.99 as well. We got the Mad God Blu-ray Steelbook coming out from RLJE and Shudder. It was a Shudder exclusive coming out for $19.99. Some kind of stop motion Phil Tippett movie that he's been making for 30 years. I did a full unboxing of the Steelbook. I actually have it right here. Let me show it to you guys. This is a really cool Steelbook. I did an unboxing of it last night on the channel, but this one comes out tomorrow for $19.99. And we also got Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. No, they should not. Coming out on 4K. This is another Bob Clark movie. Same guy who directed Black Christmas and A Christmas Story. So a great year for Bob Clark 4Ks for sure. Coming out from VSI for $26.98. We got the Better Call Saul Season 6 Blu-ray from Sony for $27.96. We got the Better Call Saul Series Blu-ray coming out from Sony for $151.19. We got the Breaking Bad Blu-ray collection coming out from Sony for $109.99. So they're re-releasing Breaking Bad on Blu-ray, which kind of makes me wonder, are they doing this to test the water, see how that sells? Maybe there's a 4K of Breaking Bad on the horizon. Like that is one that's up there with Game of Thrones. Like I know they don't do 4K for series a lot because it's expensive, but Breaking Bad would sell very well. So that's one I think they should do on 4K for sure. We also got Creepshow Season 3 coming out from RLJE for $24.99. We got Star Trek Discovery Season 4. A lot of seasons coming out tomorrow from Paramount for $39.99. It's also getting a Steelbook for $49.99 as well. We got the Michael Haneke Trilogy Blu-ray set coming out from Criterion for $59.99. We got South Park Post-COVID Blu-ray coming out from Paramount for $13.99. We got all kinds of Paramount Steelbooks coming out. I think some of these are reissues, but we got a Tommy Boy Blu-ray Steelbook coming out from Paramount for $19.99. We got the Warriors Steelbook for $19.99, and we got Better Off Dead coming out from Paramount, getting a Blu-ray Steelbook for $19.99 as well. And we got the Ip Man, did I say that right? The Ip Man 3 4K coming out from Wellgo USA for $17.99. We also got Alienoid coming out from Wellgo USA on Blu-ray for $17.99. We got Top Gun Superfan Collection 4K box set. I think it's like 2 Steelbooks and a box set of Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Looks like an incredible set coming out from Paramount for $119.99. So I love Top Gun, but I don't love Top Gun that much, but it still looks like a really cool set. We also got Old Man coming out from RLJE for $16.59, and we got Burial coming out from IFC Films for $16.59, and we got Medieval coming out from Paramount for $19.99, and we got Operation Seawolf coming out from Shout Factory for $17.99. With that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report, episode 137. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit comments. I almost said hit the comment button. Don't hit the comment button, but comment down below what you're excited about in the world of physical media coming out this week, coming out in the coming months. Let me know in that comment section below. Turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description. And we'll see you next time.